What's up, everybody? Coach Mills here, coming at you with a brand new Valorant video. And in this video, we're gonna be breaking down some crazy freaking stories. First off, we gotta talk about Valorant Mobile in development. That's right, freaking a mobile Valorant game. And then this might explain why there's a Battle Royale mode in development. And we also got a lot more information to cover, so make sure you watch to the end, smash the like and subscribe. But go to the GameLeap website in the links down below for in-depth advanced guides and VOD reviews over every single agent in the entire game. If you want to level up your game and climb to Immortal and Beyond, you got to go check it out right now down below. But without further ado, let's jump into it, shall we? So the first thing that we have to talk about is the freaking Valorant mobile game, which is absolutely crazy that the mobile game is in development, and that just seems kind of wild. However, there is a precedent already with Riot already making League of Legends Wild Rift, which shows that they already do make mobile counterparts for their main games, and it wouldn't be completely surprising if they wanted to do the same thing with Valorant. We got this leak by IGN India, and they state this, quote, "Valorant for Android and iOS is indeed in development. Sources at the company tell IGN India that Valorant Mobile, as it's tentatively named, is on the way, with the gaming giant trying to gauge which markets it would work in." So not only have they been working on this, but it's almost done, and they're just looking on which markets they want to release it in. Now, that being said, I don't really know how freaking Valorant would transfer in mobile at all. Way too precise of a game, way too much movement and accuracy, and the gunplay is way too difficult for it to be simplified for mobile, in my personal opinion. Now, if you were going to take Valorant as a game and maybe change it a lot, which I think that's what they're going to do, I could maybe see it, you know, working on mobile, but it would probably have to be a completely different game to even be feasible on freaking phones. But I don't know. What do you think? Do you think that it's going to be a fully fledged Valorant game on the mobile, or do you think it's going to be some type of maybe even Battle Royale game? Because we did talk about how a Battle Royale Valorant mode was in development. Maybe that's what this is. Maybe the phone game is going to be a Valorant Battle Royale, and that's going to be kind of getting people a taste of Valorant, expanding the overall, you know, name of Valorant just to get people to go play it on the freaking PC. But this actually brings up a completely different interesting talking point, which is consoles for Valorant. We talked about how there were potential leaks at a console version being created, but we haven't seen anything yet. But if they're going to be making a freaking mobile version, I wouldn't be surprised if they made a console version. And imagine if they made like a mobile version Battle Royale. I could actually think that Valorant Battle Royale would probably transition far better to a console rather than bringing the full-on tac shooter from the PC, because I really don't think that that's going to transfer all that well. But it's not a matter of processing power, because Valorant is a rather easy game to process. I bet you they could do a straight up port incredibly easily, but I know that they want to make it like a smooth experience, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's what happens. But I really want to know your opinion about the entire thing. Do you like it, dislike it? Definitely let me know what you think about this entire story in the comments down below. Now, the next story we got to talk about is about SHROUD really loving the new map Breeze and talking about why it's one of the best maps, if not the best map that Riot has ever made. He said this on stream, quote, "The best map they ever made. The synergy between all the characters and shit is huge. You don't just have one smoke blocking at hallway and you're good to go. You need to work together and use real utility to take a site." SHROUD also follows this up stating that, quote, "The direction that Riot Games need to go with their maps in the future is like Breeze." He then states something that's pretty interesting, stating, "I think that all the top players are going to love it and everyone else is going to hate it. It's a little worrisome because I think it's the best map they've ever made, so if it gets bad feedback, they might never make a map like this again." Now, essentially, Breeze is the map that is really heavily going to punish you for not working together and not actually effectively taking a site as a team, which in ranked might not always happen. But if I'm being honest, I do think that over time, the average ranked skill set is going to increase. I think it already has since the beginning of the game. And I do think that making maps top down is really probably one of the best things that you can do. Make maps that force players to adapt or learn the skill set required. Don't tailor maps to just like the average player. Tailoring things to the average player is, like, in my opinion, what Overwatch did really wrong and what Fortnite did really wrong, and it just completely destroyed the esports scene and the development of the game. While this map might be a lot harder to execute on than some of the easier, more dead set maps that just have single point chokes, that's far less interesting and it's really like a handicap for a lot of new players. And I do think that we're probably going to see more of these type of maps as the game moves on, as the player base kind of becomes a little bit more veteran, and people know like a lot of the very simple, you need to smoke this, you need to block this choke off, you need to play in default, you know, all the very entry-level basic stuff that most people already know. All of a sudden the maps are going to start to reflect that, and I do think that the gunplay is going to match that as well, the gameplay is going to match that as well, and it's going to be a lot better Valorant experience as we get more maps like this. So I really like the point that Shroud really touched upon here, and I do hope that the community doesn't just flip out because this map doesn't just make it easy for you. But do you agree with Shroud and I? Definitely let me know in the comments down below what you think about the new map Breeze and why, and what kind of maps do you want new maps to be based like? Do you want them to be more like Breeze? Do you want them to be like Icebox, or more like some of the traditional maps we already played? Definitely let me know what you think about all that in the comments down below, and go to the GameLeap website right now down below for in-depth advanced guides, VOD reviews, tips, and tricks. We got so much damn content on the GameLeap website that you absolutely gotta go check it out right now. But thank you so much for coming by. I hope you enjoyed the video. I love your faces, and I'll see you tomorrow.